No, I'm not going live, am I? I'm going to end the stream and I might go live again.
It says on
no,
air,
it does say. Let me quickly check our YouTubes.
It's not.
Yeah, you're live. You're live.
Okay,
we are live. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry we weren't around 2 weeks ago when, frankly, I was just too busy. Too busy. Had too much shit going on to plan this adventure, which we're running today. In this last week, I have been not too busy, partly because I have finished doing the first draft of the solo rules of Tales of the Old West. So, all of you guys, who have we lost?
Mohammed.
We've lost somebody. There we go. Hey, you're back again, Mohammed.
So the solo rules sounds good. I had a
Yes,
quick read. I haven't played them yet, though. Just found lots of typos.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind people playing them and see if they work, particularly people that have played solo games before, because they work for me, but I've never really played a solo game. I've kind of done a couple, but I'm not sure that I'm an expert in the matter. Anyway, that's by the by. This adventure is called Looking for Long Tom, and it starts, well, Enzo and Kua. It kind of starts with you, Enzo, and you, Kua, if you and Enzo are hanging out together.
Sure.
But where would you be hanging out if somebody was coming to look for you, Enzo?
Probably the cheapest. Yeah, I'm looking for a job, so will probably be the cheapest saloon or cheapest bar, because I haven't got much money yet. So yeah, probably the cheapest bar yet available.
I don't know if we've worked out which the cheapest bar is. It's probably not the I don't know. McPherson, is yours the cheapest saloon?
It can be.
Okay, probably. Thank you for having me, then.
Maybe there is some dive round the corner that is not much more than a tent with some barrels and a plank put across the barrels, where the whiskey is not really whiskey but is cheap. And so that's where we find you, cheap, Enzo.
But I'm probably not going for going blind, so I'm probably choosing a little bit of good whiskey.
The one above that. Okay. Kua, can I ask, are you with him? Are you hanging out together?
Sure, but I don't do spirits, so...
You don't drink spirits, though. So what are you drinking? Because the water here is deadly.
Beer, I suppose, or whatever's like beer here.
Okay.
The closest approximation.
So
even if it's warm.
So into this dive comes the man Gardner, who you escorted down to Stockton. And he casts his eyes about. The place is quite dark. It's night time and there's a tent. And there's not much in the way of light until he spots you, Enzo. And he comes over to you and he does the same thing, Kua, that he did before.
Ignores
me.
He
talks to Enzo. And he says, so you're still looking for work?
Of course, Mr. Gardner. I'm available at any time for you.
I've got a bit of work for you.
Ooh.
Maybe you want to take some other people. I can
go out and be helpful.
Cross my arms.
I can pay everybody $1 for this. Maybe more work that comes out of it. He looks around to see whether there are any other people here. McPherson, obviously you're not in this dive bar.
No.
But are any of you others, Tom, Nicola, in here overhearing?
I
could
don't
easily
think
be
so. I
there.
think I'm probably at the Smiths.
So you're here? Did you say Tiger or not? Sorry, did
Tom
I
could be there.
didn't
Oh
hear
no,
that.
sorry. I said I don't think so.
You don't think you're here,
I'll
right?
probably
Okay.
be up.
So he says,
Tom could be there after a day's work at the living stable, trying to relax before a good night's sleep.
so I don't know whether you're impressed by the idea of $1 for a job, but it's good money in this neck of the woods. But Gardner explains to Enzo, of course. Right. So here's the situation. I've got half a share in a claim that we know has got gold in it. Now that man, hold on, I've closed my window with a blooming adventure in. Bayer. That man Bayer, I'll have to get the window up again. That man Bayer is there panning for gold. Shovel after shovel of gravel into his pan, rinsing it out with water that he's got from carried over from the river out there. And he points out there's a river that goes through town to wash it, and he's coming out with a few flakes of gold. It's not going to make 2 men rich, not going to make 1 man rich. So I've got an idea about getting one of those those big new rocker boxes.
Yeah. Seen them.
Yeah. So at the point that you say that and actually appear to be at all knowledgeable, then he then kind of includes you in the conversation. So a rocker box is still pretty it's not going to be good enough. What we really want here is a long tom. If you see one of those, and he turns to you, Kua.
Have I? No idea. What's a long tom?
I don't know. Well, have you
tom.
done much in the way of mining work, Kua?
I've done some wherever I could. Yeah, I've done some on the way over from Hawaii.
So a long tom is like a big rocker box. The key difference between a long tom and a rocker box is it has a constant stream of water going through it. Right. But what you do is you shovel gravel in at one end, rocks back and forth. Slowly it sorts out the particles of different size. Most of the gravel ends up at the other end, gets shoveled out again, but there's a gauze underneath it, or not a gauze, what do I mean? A sieve effectively underneath it. Smaller particles come out of that. They've still got to be panned, but what you've got there is fine sand and gold.
Right.
Not
okay.
not
So the upper section is called the tom, the lower is called the riffle box. There you go.
Okay, cool.
So I'm showing my knowledge. Freshly
acquired. In Google.
So the key thing is, I hold on. I'm gonna just I'm gonna share a window here. Give me a moment. It's not. I don't want to spend too much time on this map because it's not a great screen. I might make this bigger. Actually, let me just see if I can. Hold on. It's still small. Like, no, that's not worked. There we go. That's about as big as we're going to get. So this is the town. You're one of the dive bars down here. I'm suggesting that your man Bayer's claim is somewhere off the map in this neck of the woods. Okay. Good distance from the river. Too far, he explains, to... how do I make that one go away? There we go. Too far, he explains, to create, a conduit of water that can power the Long Tom. So, the claim that Bayer and now Gardner have legitimately is the bed of a creek, but it's summer now. It's dried up, which is kind of why they're able to dig gravel out of it and rinse it. But it hasn't got a constant supply of water. So, what you'd like you to do, and again, at this point, he turns to Enzo, who he considers the most experienced mining engineer here. Take a party up into the woods above this claim. See if you can find a creek or something that's still running that we could get water from. All I need to know is the information at this stage. That's all you get the dollar for, but there'll be more money if we do get to dig a conduit or make a conduit of some kind and power Long Tom. And obviously, Long Tom needs about 6 people working for it, and that could be a guaranteed job for you.
That will be perfect, Mr. Gardner. I'll probably need a couple of people to assist us, but it will be perfect. We'll find the best location for you.
Cool. That would be that way. I don't think he says cool, actually. That's
splendid.
He says, bear in mind, we've got natives up there somewhere. You've seen them, the Miwok? They generally keep themselves to themselves. I'm pretty sure they're coming into town, robbing the town at night, stuff like that. They may be getting antsy, so you might want to take some protection. But I'll leave that entirely up to you. Overall,
violence is not good for business, dear Mr. Gardner, but hopefully we'll manage it peacefully.
Hopefully
it'd be good if we could keep peaceful. I'm all for peaceful. Peace and business go together.
Peaceful is usually cheaper.
Indeed.
So, I'll give you $5 now to build a team, and do well. There'll be another $1 for a team to come back. For anybody who does come back and report.
Right. Now, speaking of protection, is there any weapon I can buy for $8? Which is all I've got.
Oh, we haven't done the new price list yet, have we?
No, I don't know the new one, but currently the cheapest I found was a $10.
Let me have a look and just see whether your
Maybe
man...
you know, or you can give me a second-hand one. Star Revolver is the cheapest one I found.
Yeah, I'd like to give you something contemporary. You're looking at the current price list, are you?
Yeah, I don't have the new one.
Yeah, as I said, I don't
Standard
know.
bow, maybe?
New window. Let me just quickly go and see if I can find. There. Those are the 1850s. There we go.
Hopefully I won't need it anyway.
Yeah, no, the cost column remains empty. However, I reckon you could get. Oh. Let me have a bit of a think about that as we play. But
Okay, I'll just
if
put a
I can
Star
find
Revolver on for now. That's the
a
cheapest one
suitable
I can
gun,
find.
we'll sort that out.
Okay,
Right.
you're good.
Who are you going to find to help you with this task? I suggest the other player characters, but I'm not
Enzo's
going to
boss.
steer you in that direction. It's entirely up to you.
Probably go to the searching for anyone. I don't know if I know yet Tom or Tigar. I know McPherson, but I probably sense that he hates me. But I will ask him
I
anyway.
don't hate you, bro.
Just can't stand you.
Probably because I take sorry, what his name? Mr. Gardner side against.
No. You're free to take whatever side you like.
So
I don't like Mr. Garden either.
I'll probably go search for anyone. Maybe meet you along the way.
Yeah, sure. We will need somebody who can navigate the hills up there. Maybe who's good with the natives. And somebody who knows how to cure a snake bite.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we go to the town where we can meet you.
Okay.
I'll just tag along with you. How about that?
Okay. I will.
So I'm in the saloon. I'm Tom. Do I overhear this? I probably react to the word Long Tom because that's also my name, except I'm not long. So
Tom.
I might be paying attention to what is going on, and I might also offer my assistance. I have a dream to buy or build my own living stable at some point in time. This might be the beginning of that venture of actually gathering enough capital for that.
Okay, perfect. Do you know how to ride a horse? Of course,
Yes, I grew up amongst the natives after my parents were killed.
Oh, so can you talk their language, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not fluently, but I do understand.
Yeah, perfect.
Useful.
Because maybe, I will. I'm explaining what Mr. Gordon is asking for us to you as well. Okay, I guess we need 2 more. Do you know anyone will be useful for us?
Kua, by the way, you can buy a single shot pistol, cap and ball, for $3.
For 3? Oh wow! I've still got money left for some.
I'll have to create the stats for it on the fly, but that's the cheapest one I can find.
Single shot.
Effectively, use the Derringer rules.
Okay, will do. I'm excited. My first ever weapon. Not that I've got the skill for it.
So, Mr. Tom, do you know anyone that can help us as well?
I do recall another native, hanging around town. I think the name was Tigar from a couple of weeks back. I'm not sure where to find that person today. I don't see her around the bar.
Okay. Where are you located, Nicola?
Tiger, where are you hanging out, do you think?
You hear us, Nick? Whereabouts are you hanging out?
Sorry, I think I'm having lagging issues. Shall I? Are you guys back in the good fortune? I could.
McPherson, you're in the good fortune. The others were in some dive tent.
Is it not?
Yeah, they're in
through.
some dive, but they, someone could come
I
in.
think at your bar.
Yeah, you're probably a bit mine. Okay.
Okay. I'll go
Hello.
to your bar. I'm going to the bar
So they
and
come
ask
looking
you.
for Tiger, and
Yeah.
Is it not
McPherson
coming
tags
through?
along. I can see how this is
Yeah.
working.
Yeah. Mr. McPherson, glad to meet you again.
Good to see you, Enzo.
Yeah. We have a proposition from Mr. Gardner. It maybe can help your friend,
Him.
Mr. Bayer. Mr. Bayer is going for the traditional way of looking for gold, which I guess will not be profitable for him. It will not be useful. It's very old way to dig for gold, and probably will wear him out, and he will not get anything useful. So Mr. Gardner has other futuristic technique, if you can call it, or new techniques for filtering gold can be useful for Mr. Bayer as well. The claim is now shared between them. So I don't know anyone from the town just yet, and you are a very skillful person. So
Okay.
we are looking for a location to build this long term, and we have our friend Tom with us as well, and Kua, and we are looking for someone called Tiger or Tiger. They can help us. Or
Oh,
We got 2 tigers.
yeah, we got 2 of them now.
Shall I leave again?
No,
Kick the other one.
hopefully we'll readjust the screen in a bit. There we
There
go.
you go.
yeah.
Oh, here's Tiger now.
Hello, sorry, I think I was having
No, no.
connection issues.
Yeah, I'm more than willing to help Mr. Bayer. If it helps Mr. Bayer, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, probably.
Has Mr. Bayer agreed to this?
I haven't talked to him yet, but Mr. Bayer is what we call him, have a pre-notion that Mr. Gardner will steal his claim, or but the claim is now protected by the
Of course.
state, or,
Of course. But surely it's half his claim, and he kind of needs to be told.
Yeah.
so I'm
But he
leaving
stands to
this to
benefit,
you.
right?
Yeah.
So far, we're just
you
looking for
benefit to him,
stream.
sure. He just needs to know, that's all.
Yeah, you can gladly tell him. I guess he will hear it from you is better hear it from Mr. Gardner.
Yeah, I'll be sure to tell him before we set off.
Sure, 100%.
I mean, you'll effectively be going past his claim. I mean, assuming he's working it and not in town spending his money. Well, and he probably is working it because you don't want anybody else stealing it. So you'll probably be able to stop in on your way up the mountainside.
Coming along, Tigar?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, we need somebody from your expertise to help us navigate this wilderness.
I've spent a long time up in the hills.
You are better skilled than me, 100%. I'm not a wilderness person. So I guess you're set.
As long as we're set and ready to go.
Yeah.
Sure.
Apart from Koa buying himself a single shot little cap and ball pistol.
Can we rent a horse as well? Because I don't have a horse yet.
I don't have a horse either.
Yeah, do you want to take horses? Are you able to ride horses? I mean, anybody can ride a horse. You just, if you haven't got animal handling skill, you're doing it on your cunning.
I got 1 point.
1 point in cunning.
I'm pretty good at horse riding.
I'm
1
quite
point in
hard
animal
to
handling.
walk.
Right. And what's your cunning, Enzo?
I have 1 in animal handling, and my cunning is 4.
Mine is 3.
So, yeah, okay.
3 and 0.
You're not bad at riding them. So yeah, do you want to take horses? I don't know whether anybody in the party might have access to horses, Tom.
I have a horse anyway, so I could potentially
Yeah.
bring someone along on
I mean,
that.
I have a horse that hauls my cart. So
Maybe if Tom has a mule, I can be on the mule.
I have a couple of horses in the stables, but they're not mine.
No,
I might even have the wagon, your wagon, McPherson, also in the stables. I'm not sure, but that's typically where you would park if you don't have your own place for horses in town, right? So
yeah.
Can I ask Mr. Gardner to lend me a horse? Me and Kua? Matthew?
Sorry, what was that?
Can I ask Mr. Gardner to lend me a horse?
Or a mule.
Me and
donkey.
Kua.
I
Anything
think
with 4 legs.
he's not around anymore,
Okay.
and to be honest, I think your impression of his conversation is he's giving you $5.
Hmm.
You want to rent a horse? You can rent a
Okay.
horse, but
It's
I don't think
included.
he's going to lend it to
Okay.
you.
I mean, I could lend you some money to rent a horse if you need.
I'm not
Okay,
sure.
then.
Have we got services of horse rental?
Or if I could lend you the money to buy a horse if needed.
No, no,
Mr.
that's
Moneybags.
very generous for you.
if we don't have it, Matt, I might start that business. There's money in that horse rental, I'm sure.
And just having a quick look, I've got no idea whether we did have a whole bunch of services. Horses start at the cheapest one is $75 to buy.
Not a chance.
How many dollars to buy?
I've got. How much was the pistol? Was it 3 or 5?
$3.
3. I've got $5. And an ounce of gold dust.
What's that worth?
No idea.
No.
These days, a lot.
And just having a quick look, we don't have horse rental. Stagecoach ticket is 10 cents a mile.
Okay, yeah, it's walking then.
McPherson, did you have a wagon, you said?
I have a wagon. Yeah. I just don't think that a wagon could get up all that way. That's all.
No, I don't think so either.
It's gonna be difficult ground.
How much for a horse, to buy a horse?
$75 for the cheapest.
I only have half of that.
I mean, I could lend you the other half if you need.
I don't like to be in debt. But thank you.
Not to that amount.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't
I mean,
think of it as don't think of it as debt. Think of it as a gift that you're going to repay.
It's even worse.
let me have a quick look. I'm sure this sort of thing. Right, okay. According to Wikipedia, no, actually not according to Wikipedia. What am I saying? According to the bloody AI that Google gives us, it costs about 50 cents a day to rent a horse in the 1880s. So
Okay,
let's assume
I can do that.
it's that or cheaper from a livery stable.
I can do that for a few days. But it's eating into my dollar, and I don't like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we will rent a horse.
Okay.
cool. Tom, you take your commission on that sale. That's
Mm.
that's 10 cents you've earned today, Tom.
Mhm.
Okay, so everybody's got a horse, and you ride out of town, I guess, unless there's anything else you want to do.
Guess to get some supplies and fill my canteen for the way.
Yeah.
What time of day are you leaving? I mean, you know, you were
How far is it to the
commissioned
claim?
last night, as it were. If you want to do a bit of shopping, I guess supplies and the like.
Why don't we leave first thing in the morning?
Always a good thing.
First light. Get ourselves a good night's rest.
Perfect.
Get up early, take care of the horse. Maybe get a little faith on that.
Okay. Are you grooming your horse, Tom?
I am every morning.
Cool. Take a faith point.
I'm also cleaning my shotgun.
Okay, then, McPherson, take a faith point.
And I'm doing some not working weaving. There you go.
All right. Okay, you can take a faith point.
To calm me down.
It has to be written to the faith, right?
How about a good
It
meal
doesn't-
with
no,
friends as
no.
well?
There's a list of standard tasks like grooming your horse is a faith point.
How about a meal with friends?
Can't
Yeah.
afford it.
I don't think you've had time if you're leaving first thing in the morning. That
No,
meal with
it's not.
friends will have to be this evening, I think.
I'll probably write in my diary then.
Cool.
Mm.
Okay, everybody have a faith point, and we will head off. Well, no, are you heading off, or are you stopping by Bayer's claim?
I'm going to make a point to stop by Bayer's claim.
Okay, so it's in the woods. It's in a creek. It's Bayer, I think, probably takes a different path from the claim into town every time, so that he's not beating down an obvious path to where his claim is. So it's a bit difficult to find. And before you actually kind of see it, you hear shouted through the trees, "Don't you take a step closer!
Mr.
I
Bayer,
got a gun!"
Mr. Bayer, relax. It's me. It's
That's
McPherson. Yes, McPherson.
Who you with?
It's posse.
Kua, Tiga, Enzo, and Tom.
Don't say I know them all. Koa,
I
it's
just-
that big native fella I've seen. Have you got tattoos, Koa?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That big tattooed native fella. I mean, it's just going to assume that you're
Close enough.
Amerindian.
Everybody's native from somewhere.
Him I know.
But yeah, I'm just here to inform you of what Gardner is doing.
What's he got plotted now? Anyway, you can come forward. We don't need to shout and let the whole woods hear our
Okay.
business.
Okay, I'll come forward.
You can all go forward.
Yeah.
He expects introductions to be made. Wants to look you each in the eye, Tom and Tiger. I think he probably knows the rest of you, but expects McPherson to introduce you.
So, Tiga, Tom, this is Mr. Bayer.
Hi, Mr. Bale. I'm Diego.
Good day, sir. I am the manager of the stables in town. I'm sure we met.
Oh, hi, Falutin.
Enzo, have you met Mr. Bayer?
Didn't have the chance.
Enzo, Mr. Bayer.
Good to meet you, Mr. Bear.
Well,
Yeah.
I haven't got much, but I've got some coffee if you'd like that.
I'll take a cup.
Sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Okay, he puts a pot of coffee on the fire to brew. This isn't the most salubrious camp you've ever been in, but he does appear to be sleeping here pretty much all the time ever since he spent the night in jail some days ago. He's not prepared to leave. You can see piles of gravel scattered here about. There's possibly some order into which have been dug up and ready to go into the pan, and which have been panned and discarded. But probably
So,
you need
Mr.
him
Bayer,
to-
how's it going up here? Are you making progress?
Well, it's not great news. I'm not quite sure how we're going to split this gold between two of us now that somebody else has come in on my claim. And you'll notice he's not doing any work.
Oh, is it the agreement that you have to split
I've
everything that's
noticed,
found?
Mr. Bayer. I have noticed. Enzo, what was it that he intended to bring up here, Mr. Gardner?
I'm explaining the mechanics of the long tom to Mr. Bayer.
No, that's not going to work. You need more water than that. I have to haul water out of town every day.
He asked us to
that's
scout
why
out for water.
Which is why we're going looking for a creek, is it? That we can redivert down here?
Well, I don't know whether you're going to find one, but so you
Yonder
find
hills.
this creek.
Mhm.
You're not going to divert it down here today, are you?
No.
Probably not today, no. I mean,
He grumbles, but then
yeah.
he does a lot of grumbling. And he
Well, this
says,
could
well,
benefit you, Mr. Bayer.
do you really think so?
Good. Could make it
I mean, if
easier for
there's
you to do
any-
your work.
It may be that I've got all the gold there is coming out of this claim, and that's not much.
Well, Mr. Gardner has asked us to go and find this creek, and considering it's half your claim too, I figured I should just let you know that that's what we're doing.
You're keeping me informed. You're not asking for my consent, I see.
I mean, do you consent to it?
At this point, we are just looking for a stream. We're not diverting anything.
Yeah, we're not diverting anything for now.
It's better for you, Mr. Bayer.
Yeah, exactly. Ultimately, this could end up benefiting you.
You have to. I know there is a bad blood between you and Mr. Gardner, but partnership will probably strike gold more for you.
Well, you know I can be a stubborn mule. If I disagreed with you, you wouldn't be able to convince me. I'm only saying that because I got 4 fucking 6s. 4 6s. But I'm only half the owner of this claim now. If Gardner thinks it's for the best, he is prepared to invest in that, then, and if you can find a creek that we could take some water off, then yeah, fill your boots. Just don't fill it with my gold.
Okay, Mr. Bayer. As always, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you for the coffee.
Thank you for the coffee, yes.
Yeah, indeed.
Thank you so much. It was lovely to meet you.
Good to meet you, sir.
That was a very useful meeting. I go on the way out. Very useful conversation.
Yeah, but I'd rather he knew.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I just wonder whether it's as bad, the claim, as he proclaims, or whether he's just trying to, appear decrepit and poor.
Maybe.
That's none of my business, really.
Do you want to make an insight roll,
can try.
Kua? And I'll give you an extra couple of dice.
Okay. Without a couple of dice extra, because you said that too late, I've got 1 success.
All right. Yeah.
I can roll a couple more if you want me to.
Your assumption that he might have been laying on the poverty of it was right on the money.
Yeah. It came across that way. So 2 successes.
Cool. That's acting. That is.
I thought it was just Matthew. But okay.
Really?
Method, Matthew.
So I guess there are other claims around here as well, and you can see people panning and cursing as you go up in the woods, and some of them look at you suspiciously like you're about to come and kick them off their claim. But soon, or eventually, those individuals out there panning likely spots kind of fade away. However, up ahead you can see smoke of what looks like quite a large camp. Well, I say quite large. Compared to all the sort of one-manned panning claims and their crappy campfires that you've seen before. Talking of which, you've got a coffee out of it, Kua. Don't complain.
Is it up in the hill or is it down in the valley?
Further up the hill, yeah.
The hill, right. Oh, what do you think? Is that the natives?
Could be.
Somebody can maybe scout ahead and tell us what they can see.
I'm more than happy to go and scout ahead.
I was told that the native man here knows how to make smokeless fire. So if it's a smoky fire, it would never be the natives.
Tiga, maybe I'll join you. Would you mind if I join you?
Of course.
Yeah, I'll join you.
I'm just actually still failing to open up my adventure. Where are we?
Luckily, you've got it all in your head. Not a problem.
No, I made some notes.
Just do what I do when I'm GMing. Make it up as you go along.
Exactly.
That's what I do most of the time, but I actually did some prep for this one. I wrote some stuff down.
Can I make an insight roll whether that's true?
No need.
Hang on.
Where is Long Tom?
4 successes.
Did we get distance to the smoke signals? Do we know that?
Okay, so the two of you, Tom and Tiger, scouting ahead.
Yes.
And you're trying to find out what the nature of this camp is without you being seen, right?
Yeah.
So I am guessing that is... Oh, crikey, I can't remember. Let's just have a look at my skills. Abilities. Does it move? Yeah. Okay. I need you. Well, I need. Who's got the worst move? That is to say, quick plus move skill. How many dice are you rolling?
4.
Yeah, I have nothing in move, so it'd just be my 4 and quick.
Okay, and Tom, you've got 4 as well.
I got 4 in total, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so one of you roll 4 dice.
Go ahead.
Okay. No successes.
No successes. Okay. You are greeted with a kind of holla as soon as you come within sight of not Native Americans, but what looks like a group of South Americans. You are familiar, obviously, that this town was a Mexican settlement before the gold rush, or before the Mexican-American Wars. These guys don't look Mexican, however.
They speak Spanish but don't look Mexican.
Sorry?
They speak Spanish but they don't look Mexican.
Yeah, they're from somewhere else in South America, you think.
Okay.
They are
All right.
Spanish
Small
speaking.
place.
They are, as you come in, they look at the two of you, making quite an interesting pair. They're not particularly defensive, but they're obviously wary. So they can. We haven't done languages, actually, have we? That's the thing we haven't particularly done. So broadly speaking, everybody can speak English and their native language. And if you have book learning, for every point of book learning, you can have another language.
I have one book learning.
So if one of you wants to say that extra language is Spanish, then
would make sense.
Can do so.
Yeah. I will speak Spanish for my second language.
Okay, cool. So they greet you and ask what you're doing up here.
All right. So I'm going to tell them that we noticed the fire. We were curious what was going on and wanted to check it out. Of course, in my most polite Spanish.
What I didn't note here, so I didn't create a name. Oh, I see, because I thought they might be Bruce's characters, but I think they're not actually. They're Pearson's back. Let's bring him back in.
Many were they, Matthew? I missed that one. How many people are we meeting up there?
This seems to be a large family, or extended family even. There seem to be a couple of kind of older people. The spokesperson for the group is a rough looking sort, got a gold tooth, unshaven, a man, I should say. I'm going to call him, for want of a better word, I can't think of the name for him. I didn't write the name down. Let me just see if I can quickly get a Chilean name.
Pinochet.
Ignacio, actually, before I even type it out. He introduces himself as Ignacio, and he explains they've come up from Chile looking to start a new life here. They've not yet really, they're going to come to town looking for work, but they have not yet found work. They've built them. Their camp here is quite sturdy. It's kind of like a shanty town. Obviously, they know how to use chop wood and build some quite sturdy shelters up here. He obfuscates whether he has a right to be on this land or not. If you ask, he'll kind of ignore that question. But But overall, they seem friendly. And once more, they offer you some food, probably coffee again, but also maybe some kind of polenta cakes or stuff like that.
Nice.
Now, the others, of course, are waiting for your report back.
Yeah.
Suddenly remember, it's only the two of you at the moment.
Do we observe any weapons of any sorts amongst this this family here? Are they?
Oh yeah,
armed?
now they're armed, but not
Okay.
not aggressively. So they're not all holding their guns and
Oh, okay.
pointing them at you, or even holding them in you. But they are armed. Yes,
Okay.
a
So
mix of weapons. They don't look wealthy. They don't
No,
look like they've
it's like
got the latest
personal guns for
pistols.
self-defense. I'm guessing here. So while we sit and have a chat in Spanish with them, I'm asking where they're coming from and where they're headed, and how the family is doing. I mean, they've been there for a while.
So yeah, I think they're looking for work in town in San Miguel, and they've come a long way from Chile.
Okay.
Do you want to make an insight roll?
Yes, I can do that. Let's see. Insight 1, cunning 3, so that's 4. I got 0 successes. Not very
0
insightful.
successes.
Yes.
You feel he's obviously not feeling any need to tell you everything about their circumstance.
Okay.
I think you can assume that he's not necessarily wanting too many people to know they're here, but you don't think he's got any nefarious purpose. They do not look like bandits. They look like, as I say, an extended family. There are maybe a couple of older men, rougher looking men who, if it were 15 of those, you might think this is a band of raiders looking to steal money. But no, these are kids, old people, and men in between.
Can I ask you to ask him if they saw any other groups sort of settled in these woods on their way to this place?
Yeah. And I will
so
reach out
he
to
knows
Nacho and
immediately
ask
you're
him
talking about the Miwok, and yes, he's seen them. He says they're keeping themselves to themselves, but he says obviously, you know, for centuries we've shared blood with the natives in our neck of the woods. We don't speak their language, but they respect us. They harvest the acorns hereabout. It seems to be their staple food, much like corn is ours.
Okay. Can I ask if there's been any, like, do they move around quite a lot, or do they have like an established settlement?
The natives.
Yeah,
you're asking him.
Yeah.
He thinks the first thing he's going to say is there don't appear to be many of them. They greet each other in the woods. They always seem to be on the move. He's never come across a place where they're living. He has come across, they build these kind of stores, granaries, I guess you'd call it, which are little kind of pyramids of wood, which he describes cones rather than pyramids of wooden branches, quite rough made, which they pile high with acorns as a winter store. And in answer to your questions, he talks about it. He says, well, obviously it makes me think that they do move around a lot and they leave these, so they always know that there's a store of food somewhere close by.
That's good to know. Thank you so much.
Okay. So drink up the coffee. Thank the family for their hospitality, I guess. But I'm also curious if you, Tigar, observe anything amongst this family here. I did not notice any, guns that such a family would not have. They don't seem dangerous or armed or aggressive. Do you see things differently, or do you get the same feel
You'll
from
make a
this?
Hawkeye roll, Tiger.
Hawkeye.
Okay, yeah, sorry. 3. No successes.
Now you don't spot anything. They look like a poor family. They've been traveling a while. It feels a little bit like they've set up home here. I guess what you could ask is, where are they getting their water from?
Let's do that. I will ask Nacho where they're getting the water from. Are there any fresh streams around here?
And they point out a stream that is about 200 yards further away, or maybe more than that, more like 500 yards maybe, away from this camp.
Okay.
And they
Any
give you the
points, any
direction.
direction? Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot. I guess we turn right back to the team and share the information about the family, the freshwater stream they pointed out, and these things.
Good. I guess we let's go toward where they headed.
You're going to effectively be riding through or very close by this little settlement they've made. Not settlement, that's the wrong word. House.
Camp.
Their home. So Tom, I think you think they might feel nervous as everybody troops by, since you didn't mention you'd come with anybody else.
No, I think in that case I would probably ride ahead, maybe again with you, Tigar, and explain to them that we are passing by. We don't mean any harm, and we will of course leave them to themselves. I mean, we're not going to ride through their camp, I assume, but nearby.
Okay. He's going to challenge you on that one and says, what is your business? What are you looking for exactly?
We are looking for fresh water as well.
No, you're looking to set up a camp nearby.
No, we are just out exploring. We are not camping.
A little bit
Probably not
suspicious
tent.
at that, but he lets you go on.
Okay.
I think I might kind of just sort of be like, is this out of earshot? Just be like, is it right to be redirecting the water supply from this family? Like, and sort of ruining the natural landscape for the sake of gold.
Yeah.
If you are all having this conversation, well, Enzo, I'm counting you as the mining expert here. I think, I'll tell you what, make a book learning roll.
Okay. I got, I'm rolling with Foundry. I got 1 success and no trouble.
2 successes, yeah. I think
only one.
1 success.
1 success.
Okay, good enough. I think you would be thinking that if this river is where, or this creek is where they say it is, in answer to Tiger, you wouldn't be taking all the water, but you would be wanting to build a conduit, and that would go through their farm. Now, off the top of their head, or I say their farm, let's call it. I'm going to call it a farm. I think they are growing stuff there, yams or something. So at the moment, according to you, Tom, you thought they were carrying water from 500 yards away. It could be that you could make a deal with them where your conduit would bring them water they didn't have to carry,
Water to them.
and water would go past, in answer to Tiger's question.
That's clever.
Good idea.
Yeah, makes good sense.
Yeah.
Share that.
Wouldn't want to deprive them of their water.
No. And I think we'd want it to be close enough that all the wildlife would still be able to track it down. The source that they've been wanting to use or using for so long, for it to suddenly disappear.
Yeah.
I think I agree with you.
And how are they perceiving that information? I assume they are, loosening up a little bit and beginning to see us maybe in a more positive light.
You weren't having this conversation with them.
No.
We're not
specifically mentioned this when you were on your way.
All right, so this is an internal.
Just a bit
okay.
there, yeah.
All right. Good.
Yeah, I guess also Mr. Gardner can hire them to just protect the construct itself, maybe.
Yeah, given Gardner's propensity to involve work, there may be some money for them. Yeah,
Not a bad shout.
Okay. We need to inspect the stream as well to make it see if it's flowing.
Cool. So, okay. Right. I'm trying to think. Actually, I should have written this down. I'm going to say, Enzo, from your position as the party's mining expert, what do you think is the best skill for you to use to work out whether this conduit is feasible from this creek? You find the creek. Is it Hawkeye? Is it book learning?
Probably will be biased for book learning because I have 0 in Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, nature, or book learning, I think.
Yeah.
What about making?
Making.
I guess we are talking more theoretical than constructing itself. So I will go for book learning if possible because I have 0 in Hawkeye and 0 in nature.
Okay, right. Okay, you use your book learning.
Okay.
Can I assist him with the roll?
Yeah. Anybody else that's got book learning can throw a dice in.
Me too.
Okay.
I don't have book learning.
Okay. So,
Book learning.
so two extra dice then, Enzo.
Okay, roll me 2 dice. 0 successes and 1 trouble.
Okay, you wanting to
Yeah.
This is
probably-
effectively the meat of your mission,
Yeah.
is to work out whether this is feasible. So it'd be good to.
Yeah.
Good to make it.
Yeah. If I push, I roll all the extra dice as well, right?
You leave the 1 trouble to the side because that, unless you want to spend an extra point of faith and buy that off.
I probably do. This is a critical point, so I'll buy off the trouble. And I will push. And 2 more dice. I got 1 success and 1 trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Your success, yeah. You've worked out the path of a possible conduit all the way down the river to Long Tom. I think I might make you make another roll for your trouble. I'm saying what you can see is you can direct this past the Chilean camp down towards the thing. Then maybe you may need to, when you on your way back, make another one to see whether you the navigation around there. Your trouble. Yeah, your trouble is everybody who's got the best Hawkeye.
I have 6 dice.
6 dice in Hawkeye.
4.
I got
Cool.
5. 5 here. 5.
Right, so McPherson roll Hawkeye
6.
with an extra dice of help from Tom. While you're deep in conversation, Enzo.
3 success, but 1 trouble.
We don't need to worry about trouble on the first roll unless you push
No,
it.
that's a good
3
point.
successes, however,
Good faith, right?
gets you, if I remember rightly off my dice tray, 3 unpushed successes earn you 1 point of faith. So give yourself a faith point.
Lovely jubbly.
However, the trouble that you spotted, which was caused by Enzo's shuffling back and forth across the creek, working out how he could do this thing, is you appear to be surrounded by natives.
How did that happen?
They're just watching at the moment.
At the moment.
I'm gonna nudge Tigar and Tom as the ones who can talk to the natives, I guess, and just point. Well, I'm going to point it out to everyone, but I'm going to maybe suggest that Tigar and Tom speak to the natives.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
now, neither of you are Miwok, or are you Miwok?
No,
Unlikely.
I know I'm not that. I can't remember.
Right.
I
Okay.
was raised by Apache, so that's the language I speak. Dine.
You're not Miwok. So I'm going to say you've got to make a performing roll.
Okay.
Obviously, there are hundreds of dialects and languages across the native race, but there are also sort of shared vocabularies and things like that. But it's going to have to be a performing role. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to say?
So I was thinking just beforehand while we were having this conversation about potentially trying to find them to ask them what effect it would have on their like gathering and that kind of thing. But as they're already here, I might be like, this is the intentions of the party, but I'll also ask them permission from the land and how their ancestors feel about it, maybe.
Okay. They look at you kind of smiling a little bit as you try and get this quite complex request across to them. And these guys, there are quite westernized, Europeanized natives that you've met, that you are obviously one yourself. These guys are kind of still very native, as it were, and kind of not massively interested in what the white man has to offer. But they're kind of good natured, and they indicate to you that everybody should come and follow them, and this conversation can happen somewhere else.
Oh. Can I do my book learning, my final assessment before we leave? Or no time?
Do you want to make another? So what are you saying?
You told me
You already
that,
got success on a book learning roll.
You've
Yeah.
already got your success.
Okay,
What I did indicate was you might need another one on the way back down.
Okay.
So you kind of, you can work out how to get a conduit past the Chilean camp and vaguely in the direction that you're headed, but to get it down to Bayer's
Understood. Okay.
Bayer's Creek is where you might need to make another one later on.
Okay.
I think you've done everything you can here. You've made suitable notes. So you can all go if you want to. You may be heading into danger. They are armed with bows, but they're not threatening you with them.
I did get one success on the performing roll.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So you are pretty convinced they're being friendly. They respected your question. They're pleased that you've asked. I think the reason why they want to take you somewhere else is they can't communicate well enough everything they want to say here. These people can't. I think you're getting the impression that there may be somebody who can speak to everybody elsewhere.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm whispering. Should we be careful about them? I don't know. I haven't met their tribe before. Should we be careful? I'm asking.
So
Kua.
what's that, Enzo?
Yeah, I'm asking
Always
Kua.
need to be
Should be careful? Yeah, I guess just be prepared if anything gets out of control.
Yeah.
So they lead you through the woods, and I think one of you is going to have to make a nature roll to find your way back again if they don't guide you back. And they lead you to a camp they've made. You can tell they're very nomadic. They make the shelters here are quickly made of birch bark, and they're relatively small. However, they introduce you to a native woman. She's quite small. She kind of looks, she's quite young, I think. She's got kind of a pock-marked face. And she introduces herself in pretty good English as Maggie.
Maggie May.
Pleasure to meet you, Maggie.
I'm Enzo.
And she explains that she's one of the few of the tribe here that can speak the white man's language.
Yeah.
She doesn't explain why she can. And she invites you to sit around the fire and explain what it is you're doing up in the woods.
I'm trying to explain a little
Looking
bit.
for water.
Not going looking for water, but maybe omitting some of the details, but telling that we're looking for water that can help us, help our employer in his business.
She's kind of confused by talk of employers, but you say, so you're wanting to take the river away? Take the creek away? It's not a river.
Not fully, just a little bit to assist my employer and his partner. Not fully, but directing a little bit of the stream. But the water is still there.
She
Taking
looks
a little bit of it.
suspicious.
I know it's
White man has taken from us all the time. They've taken from us. And before them, the Mexicans. The Mexicans, though, weren't as great a thieves as the white man.
I know this can help your tribe as well in a time of needs. I guess
White men
maybe
have
you can
said that as well before.
I
My
know,
husband died of a
Hmm.
disease that you white men brought with you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Many in our band have died of a disease. We are we used to we were as plentiful in these woods as the trees themselves until the white man came with their diseases.
As plentiful as that. Wow.
Do I guess from her body language a little bit that maybe she needs something that I can help or something from us, or is she just worried about our presence inside the her territory?
Okay, yeah. You got an insight?
Yeah, I got
Skill?
insights on a judge of character as well.
Judge of character is more, is she lying or not?
Lying.
But I'm
Okay.
going to let you have that judge of character as you make an insight roll. So you're talking to her about.
I'll give you dice of help, Enzo.
Okay. So one from the judge of character and one.
I'm not going to let you have that dice of help though, because
Okay.
if you're in a situation where you could be talking and saying, "I think she thinks this," then
okay, understood.
then
No,
that
fair
would be
enough.
dice help. But in this
Fair
particular circumstance, this is you going, "What does this woman need?" That will ease this conversation.
Oops, sorry. Let me. Judge of character. I'm using Foundry. Roll. Ooh, 1, 2, 3 successes and no troubles.
3 successes. Wow.
Nice.
Okay. Have you got insight, Kua?
Yeah. A little bit.
Okay, I just want you to make an insight roll to see if you've spotted this thing too. But Enzo definitely has. And Enzo, you are you have a faith point because you got 3 successes on a push roll.
Automatically,
2 successes.
Okay.
Automatically, Foundry has added my
So
faith point.
I don't know how to put this delicately. She's quite enamored of you, Kua.
Didn't even say anything.
No,
Right.
you haven't.
Must be
It's
my
a tat.
charm.
It's the tattoos.
Yeah, it's the strong silent type. That's what it is.
Yeah, must be the tattoos. You know, like flies to honey.
She's very distrustful of white people.
So am I.
Yeah, see, I think she sees in you a kindred spirit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You recall, Enzo, that she specifically mentioned how white people had taken her husband with their terrible disease. And that's why she now leads this band.
I see. So long ago.
I'm not going to say how this negotiation might happen, but I just want to point out that you, Enzo, think that Kua may be. You are specifically what does she need? What does she want that might ease this conversation?
Trade goods now.
And you caught her glancing at Kua just as Kua caught her glance, or maybe she was trying to catch Koa's eye in the conversation. So the two of you come to this realization at around the same time. How you handle it is entirely up to you.
I'm just looking at Kua, just lead the talk. I'm just okay. I'm looking at you,
Right. I mean,
Kua.
I can definitely ask her what she needs. Definitely, yeah.
Come.
But I don't speak her language. But she speaks English, Maggie,
No,
right?
she
She
speaks
speaks
English. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. So I ask her, so what is it you need to trade for?
White man's got nothing.
True. Other than
She
lies.
smiles. You. But we have struggled in conversations with the white man. We have been hurt. We have been lessened by our contacts with the white man. My band here are nervous of making contact.
I can understand why you would be.
There are some who thinks we should raid that town you have and steal food. But
I
you
think
have
they are
guns
too
and
strong
people
for
would
that.
die, and
I think they're too strong for that. You would just bring the revenge upon you and give them another reason, an excuse.
it would be good if I stay with my band and make little contact with the white man, keep them from robbing the town, which I'm sure, as you say, they would come after us with guns, and there would be even fewer of us than there are now. But it would be good for someone to tell our story, to know us, and to speak for us when the white men have their meetings and their politics.
I'm not necessarily invited when they have their politics.
We can raise your voice within the town and ask Mr. Gardner, my employer, maybe something that will benefit you and benefit the town as well, because we are a speaker of peace. I know war has never been profitable for anyone. I know there is a bad blood going on, but we need the prosperity of the town and as prosperity of anyone who can help the town. If you can help the town, of course, we will try to help you in any way, shape, or form. I will ask my employer, and maybe your voice can be heard within the town.
I can try, but to be honest, I do not trust Gardner very much.
I trust him as far as I could throw him.
He has not been kind to his fellow man.
Yeah, but if business is thriving, he will help. I don't think he's in the business of war. Maybe he's in the business of getting gold and getting rich, but war will never been profitable for anyone. So trust is built, as you said.
Looked at Maggie and said, I will need to learn more about your views and your life before I can try and raise my voice on your behalf.
You would need a stronger connection with us if you were to speak for us.
Oh,
she says, smiling.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Fade to black.
No, I'm naive. I have no idea what's going on.
I'm sure Kua. I'm sure Kua will be the voice that can translate between you and your tribe.
She says, in your tribe, she says to you, Enzo? Are you a matchmaker?
Yep,
I think
I can
he
be.
makes mining machineries, not matches.
I can be anything. I'm a man of many talents.
Maybe maybe Kua here should stay with us for a few nights while you finish your business and make your maps.
I'm sure Koa will not mind. I'm just not not waiting for an answer for you.
Thank you very much for involving me here.
Koa is a
Actually,
skillful warrior as
you're
well.
quite right. I would be intrigued to find out more about what's going on up here on the hills. Because to be honest, I am a little bit disappointed with the town of San Miguel.
Well, we can teach you about our life here, and you, Kua, you can teach us about the town. We do not want to go to it unless we have to. But it would be good to know if we did have to, how we could keep our visit there short and come away with our bellies full.
Right.
If we had to.
I am happy to share what I can.
And then she turns back to you, Enzo. And how much of the creek do you want to steal from us?
Sorry, I was on the phone. What she did say?
She was asking how much of the creek you're looking to divert.
I'm doing my calculation. I have just one small survey to do, and maybe I can relay this information to you back to you later, because I don't have the full survey yet. I need to check something first.
Maybe you can come back and tell me how much of the water you need to take when you come to collect Kua here and guide him back to town.
Of course. And never. Sure, 100%.
Just without making it too obvious, you are fully aware of her intentions towards you, Kua, are you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably getting an inkling from all the winks and nudges from the other people.
Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of that going on. I think.
I'm just willing to entertain the thought. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Kua, and I give him the $1 that Mr. Gardner has given us. Buy something nice.
So hold on, you are pimping Kua now, are you?
It sounds like it. No. Look,
And justify the means.
if it helps to actually come to a genuine understanding between these people, then I'm happy to help. I just can't imagine that Gardner for 1 minute would be honest in any dealings.
No, I'm with you, Kua, on this.
What does the rest of the party think of this whole situation, this conversation that's gone on? And
I mean, I think my thoughts are pretty similar to Kua in that I'm fine if the natives have a voice, but I don't necessarily trust Gardner. I don't trust him at all.
Yeah.
I certainly don't.
I'm absolutely on the native side, and I think I'd be happy to jump to their aid if they needed it. Because, yeah, I don't trust Gardner either.
I don't think I've met Gardner, but I grew up with the natives, so I've seen both worlds, and I do think this is the right approach. The approach towards living together in peace, understanding each other better. So I do fully agree this is the right approach. I don't necessarily agree to the underlying note of slavery here, Kua, and I'm sorry for you, but I do agree that we need to understand the natives better, and they need to understand us in order to,
I wouldn't see myself as a slave just because
No,
I agree to speak to people.
It's a
No.
flirtation. It's a flirtation. I mean, money has
Exactly.
changed hands apparently, but
And
well, that
also,
was
when I
between
look at
you,
the town,
Enzo, and Kua. It wasn't between her and Kua.
and when I look at the town, I heard all you guys talk about Gardner and not trusting him. But I think the town is bigger than him, right? It would outlast him. He might be a person in town, but it doesn't mean that all white people or the inhabitants of the town is like that. I think that's also important to distinguish, so.
It is important. We just need to make sure that this town does not follow the greed that so many white people bring.
I agree.
This is a gold rush campaign.
Look, I'm an optimist. Apart from that, the only thing I've got an ounce of gold, which I actually took off somebody.
Nothing wrong with being a bit honest.
So
I don't know if people know my reputation, but I guess they will need to discover it.
I will say, actually, that this is probably we've done quite a lot today. You started out at first light. The party here are willing to let you camp here if you desire. Before heading back and finishing your calculations tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Cool. They have quite a. I haven't quite understood the staple food here, but it's acorns, effectively milled in quite a primitive fashion into a kind of polenta. And I'm not sure entirely how it's cooked, but they offer you some of that, and yeah. Is there anything else you want to do before bedtime?
Say my prayers.
Say your prayers. Okay, take a point of faith, Kua.
Started with 0 faith, and I'm up to 5. Wow.
No, I think
I'm good. I'll probably go to sleep.
Is Maggie the only person we can speak with? Is she the only one speaking English or other tongues that we understand? Or
Yeah,
would there be
she's the only
others
one of this band who has any other language, as far as I'm aware, except for the Miwok tongue.
Okay.
These guys, as I say, as a people, have kept themselves quite separate, and every time that they've had contact, it's gone badly for them. So they generally don't. They are in conversation that you might have over the fire. They think, whereas there were thousands of them not many years ago, and not too many years ago, they probably think there are only hundreds now across all of the Sierra. So they're understandably protective.
Yeah.
If Maggie's not busy, then
I think Maggie's busy. Why were you asking?
I wanted to learn some of the language, but
That's what I'm going to do.
I think Maggie's decided that she's going to teach Kua some of the language. Then maybe he
Fair
can
enough.
teach you later.
Fair enough. I was genuinely curious.
I was going to ask her to share some history, but
Yeah, I think there's a pecking order here, and McPherson
You're
and
not in it.
Tom, you are the least interesting other people in this party. Enzo is the next least interesting. Tiger and Koa are the people who are most engaged. I don't know whether any men are flirting with you, Tiger. Maggie isn't. She has her eyes for one individual.
I get that idea now. Yes.
But yeah, you are. You and Tom are kind of third-class citizens here, I think.
Fair enough. White man's done a lot in these parts.
No real malice towards you, but no particular interest in engaging with you.
That's
Right.
fair.
So, shall we draw a curtain over that nighttime scene?
Yeah.
As Maggie possibly takes your hand and leads you back to her tent.
I'll probably be out the next 10 sessions or so.
And is anybody up early in the morning?
Yeah.
Or are you all up early in the morning? What's the plan for the morning?
I think I'll wake early and watch how they sort of process the acorns and that to learn from them.
I can tell you that because I read about that. Basically, they build pits in the ground, and which are kind of like a mortar, like we have a mortar and pestle now. They've dug pits in the ground, and they've got a pestle, and they grind the. Oh, actually, interestingly, yeah. So they grind the acorns kind of in a bowl-shaped indentation in the ground. However, I would like you to make a nature roll, Tiger.
Yes, I can do that.
You got this.
2 successes.
Nice.
Sorry, 2 successes.
2. Yeah.
You're interested to see that their mortars that they use are kind of stone. They have a decent quantity of quartz running through the stone, so they're grey stone but with white streakage through.
Okay. I'll ask them where they found the rock, like where the kind of good rock is for this kind of processing.
I'm going to need you to make a performing roll, given that you don't particularly speak the language, to get all
That's
that across.
Yeah.
Gesture.
And Maggie's not up yet.
Yeah.
Well, she
1
might
success.
be up, but she seems to be busy.
I got 1 success on that one.
Okay, yeah. So they point to in the general direction of, not point out to a specific thing, but you get in conversation with them, which is slow and stilting because you're not of the same language. There is an outcrop of rock, and the way they describe it, it's somewhere near the Chilean camp. And that's where they get these from.
Okay.
Shiny rocks, very interesting.
Yeah. I sort of asked them if it's like if they think that's the best kind of texture for processing the acorns.
Yeah, so what they like about this, so this is a kind of granite-like rock, effectively. So other rocks turn to powder. Eventually, the quartz, the crystalline bit of this, does is friable. It does crumble, but it's quite hard. And while it's still hard, as it were, it's good for grinding the acorns. But eventually, when the quartz crumbles, they find another pestle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So anyway, eventually everybody's up. Are you, having spent the night, Enzo? Not Enzo, sorry, Kua. Do you think you spent enough cultural interaction, or I think she's kind of expecting you? Oh, sorry, hold on.
Siri is piping up.
She was kind of expecting you probably to stay a couple of nights.
No, I'll stay a few days. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right, so you're staying here, and the rest of the party are going to head back right now.
Yep.
With you still having some mapping to do, Enzo.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Are you, Tiger, going to point out that conversation you had with the women grinding the acorns happened kind of quite early in the morning with just you and them? So are you going to tell Enzo about it?
I think I might mention it, yeah. So I'll say I noticed when they were grinding the acorns, there was sort of quartz running through the rock. And obviously that's the best rock for them to grind their acorns, but apparently they all get it from a rock quite close to the Chilean camp, like a rocky outcrop.
Enzo, make a book learning roll. I'm going to give you actually, I think you'll know that. I'm going to give you 3+3 on this because of your past history.
Quartz is often found with
One success.
So, as Kara has pointed out, quartz is often found with gold, or rather, gold is found in quartz.
In what? Quartz?
So
quartz. Quartz.
The white crystal in the granite of the pestles is quartz.
Oh.
And the process that makes quartz often contains gold. Gold is made in suns, isn't it? But I think
do I
quartz
know
crystallizes around gold.
If this area is claimed or not?
Sorry?
Do I know of this area that they get the
I don't
the
know
rock
whether you know that. No.
So I probably want to check where they do the claims, if this area is claimed or not.
Yeah, that'll be Blokey Boy that you had the run-in with in Stockton. And I think he's based in Sonora. So that will be a different adventure. But just bear that in mind. So yeah, obviously, because you made friends with the Miwoks, they guided you back to the creek where you were and sent you on your way back down the hill. I think we are just looking for one more book learning roll to or nature roll, if that's better, to work out how to build this conduit down.
Find the path.
I have zero in nature, but I can try.
Okay, use your book learning. Yeah, academic.
It will be same 4 because I have 4 in there and 4 in there, so it'll be the same.
I can help with the book learning roll if necessary.
Okay.
I can also.
Excellent.
So 2 more dice. Nope. Probably I'll buy off my trouble and push once more. Minus and push. And 1 success.
That's as good as you need. So
Yeah.
you've got an idea, a plan. You probably even sketched it out. But what are you guys? So the journey into town is relatively uneventful. Oh, do you want to talk with the Chileans about your plan to build a conduit through their
Might be an idea because it would definitely help them.
Yeah.
I think it's only fair.
although if you have other motivations about this land, there may be considerations about not necessarily wanting them to be living here. I'm just saying.
Would it
I
be
don't know
worth-
any of that.
Well,
would it be
I'm
worth
talking to
seeing
Enzo
if we
there.
can-
Enzo is just checking if he can benefit from this situation, but he will just keep silent for now.
Okay.
It'd be worth seeing if we could find them employment in the town.
Sorry?
Find them employment.
In the town. Yeah, for them. Yeah, maybe. So I give each one of you the dollar that Mr. Gardner just put with me, so everyone has $1 with them.
Thank you.
And Kua already has his dollar.
Mm.
And had
Yeah.
done dollars
What?
of work.
I've definitely earned that.
Probably
So-
the first thing I will do is go to talk to Mr. Gardner. But I guess this
Okay,
is
what are you going to do? Are you going? Are you taking everybody with you?
probably not.
Okay. What are you telling Mr. Gardner then?
Yeah, I'm telling that I'm showing the survey, my drawings, where the creek is, but I'm telling that I'm not saying trouble, but I'm telling that there's two situations that needs to be handled, and probably I'll tell him about the Chilean camp, that maybe this we can find them work at the town, because the long term will be going through their camp, and the situation with the Miwans that probably need to just listen to them. Maybe they can benefit us in this situation, having them from our side. And probably that's the best wise situation, not to anger them, because they will probably burn the contract, or maybe getting war with them will not be a wise situation. So I'm telling that maybe we can hear them what they want. I tell them that Chief Maggie just want a voice inside the town to be heard. And I guess this is good for business for you.
I'm not sure it is.
I know,
But you've done very well.
Oh, thank you.
You said you were a supervisor.
I used to be. Yeah, I used to be a foreman in a previous camp, but yeah, the camp was closed, so I'm looking for a new job.
Yeah, I think you might be the sort of man we're looking for. So he broadly says he wants to put you in charge of building this conduit and negotiating with all the parties, Chilean or native or whoever, in terms of getting their agreements to do it. And he's willing to pay you some wage. I'm just going to see whether I can find a wage for you in our book of wages.
Book of wages.
The Book of Ages, yeah, I know.
We did put some wages in here, but I don't remember.
It's all down to collective bargaining, you know that.
I think you'll find not.
Join a union.
The collective can get bargain, and Mr. Gardner will get the Pinkertons in to break up your union.
Oh yeah, well that's the
Yes.
next session.
We'll have none of that here. We can't have a union in blooming Alien. I'm not having it in Tales of the Well, actually, I am having it in Tales of the Old West because that'll be a brilliant adventure to have sometime. Army private, baker, barkeep, blacksmith, bowyer. I can't particularly see. Oh, hold on, lumberjack. That might be the closest. Quarry labourer 80. Okay, he's going to give you $80 a season.
Okay.
To start off with. Maybe there'll be more once you start getting the gold in. But you
Okay.
now have a job.
Good. Just a starting point.
We're going to make a success of this.
Of course.
Let me be really clear, though, as GM to you, Enzo, you don't mention anything about the courts.
Nope.
Or do you? Do you tell him about the
No,
courts?
to him, to Gardner, no, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I'm just, I'm thinking of claiming it for myself, but I need to just see how the claim will cost, and if anybody has already had claim on this particular area. This was
Cool.
my intention.
And you're not divulging your plans to anybody in this here party around the table now.
No.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, I think we might be done unless there's anything that anybody else wants to do.
I'm good.
Obviously,
Good.
I think we can take as read that you go back and you collect Kua from the Miwok.
Oh, I forgot
after a couple
someone.
of nights.
Yeah, let's go get Collar.
The tribe's expanding.
We can find out what happens there next time, maybe another time.
What happened?
So,
Sorry,
To Kua,
I think
where they can be
we're all
as
imagining
easily
what happened
collected.
to
We
Kua.
all know what happened to Collar.
Oh, maybe he wants to stay. Maybe he doesn't want to come back. Who knows?
Maybe it's possible.
So actually, no. I think actually, though, we could unpack this some more. Maggie would consider taking you as her husband. She's in charge of this band.
I need some time to think about that.
But she indicates that to you at some point during the festivities, as it were.
Yeah, I definitely would want to find out more about what the experience was like of staying with him and so on.
I will send you my
Your thoughts, yeah.
Well, I'll probably send you to the Wikipedia page on the Miwok, but no, something else. Anyway, yeah, I will send you some stuff on. Oh yeah.
You see, the guy
There's
who
one
runs my
account
Star
where
Trek
I'm
Adventures game wants to do the
this
same
was
thing
written in the
currently.
19th century, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
it's not brilliant, the attitude. And yeah, I'll dig out some links and tell you what you've learned about the Miwok. Okay, anybody else want to do anything? Shall we finish this session then?
yeah.
I think so.
Let's do that.
Advancement points.
Hold on. Let me just make sure. Do we have any chat? Live stream. Nice one. Brilliant. Well done for answering, Peter.
That's all right.
Okay. Goodbye to anybody who's still